Oh, really? I'm sorry, Rome. I would have to say Paris. I would have to say Paris, yes. Spotify. I mean, think about this superhuman technology we get to have. But really, if it occurs to you to want to hear a specific recording of a specific piece, you can find it on Spotify. So I'm a bit addicted, I would say. But I'm also addicted to Instagram. I love Instagram. Frank Sinatra. I mean, I love Elvis Presley too, but I don't know, for me there's like a sort of a twinkle in the eye, a kind of extra charm with Sinatra. And almost like an operatic quality. Italian? The Met. Oh, Richard. I would say if we did this interview before I had children, I wouldn't be able to answer at all. But being a mom, you have to make quick decisions. Just take the consequences. But anyway, I'm glad I get to have both of all of these things. Only one Verdi. But how do you choose? Anyway, Verdi, fine, Verdi. Mimi. To sing Mozart, to listen to Wagner. To sing Elsa von Brabant. I love this role. I love the drama of this role. I love so much those amazing harmony changes in Lohengrin that like changed the whole world. You know, you're listening and all of a sudden, the chord changes. Or already, the first time I saw it, I was 19. I went to Seattle. There was a production that was sponsored by Microsoft, and they had this huge animatronic swan that pulled Lohengrin, and somehow in the end it looked like he walked off into this field of flowers. It was a very big spectacle. But I remember already in the overture, I was so moved by this swan theme that it's very bombastic, everyone's playing, and then suddenly the tiny shimmering strings playing the swan theme. I mean, for me, this is one of the greatest masterpieces ever composed. Improvise. I mean, you have to stay focused in order to improvise. And I don't mean improvise like change the words or something, but I think it should hopefully feel very improvisatorial to the audience. I want them to think, this is the first time this has ever happened. Do you know? I mean, we're singing music that's written generally a very long time ago, and it has been performed countless times, but I want to inject it as much as it is possible to do with a naturalism and with a sensation for the audience's sake. This is the first time we've ever said these words. I'm the first person to ever say this. Vintage! No question, absolutely no question. I mean, okay, I say this. I just did a new Don Carlos in Geneva, and it was such a beautiful experience. Certainly one of my most treasured professional experiences of my life. What I think is often missing in new productions is, first of all, some respect for something, for someone, hopefully the audience and the source material, but if failing that, like, please at least respect the singers. I mean, but generally there's such a profound disrespect, and this is very disappointing, but also a disrespect for the source material leads to some sort of nonsensical presentation, and there's a dissonance between the words, the music, and what we are looking at. I think this is disrespectful to the audience as well. So you have to have respect. But if you can make the psychological development of the characters even clearer by making it modern, then that is the best choice. What is the perfect opera? Trovatore. And I would say Ludovic Tézier. Placido Domingo would be my tenor. Or Luciano Pavarotti, I guess. And what theater? What theater? Arena di Verona, I choose arbitrarily because so many people fit in there.
Exactly.
If I were doing this historical presentation, I would want as many people as possible to see it. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.